Hello, let's dive in. Welcome to the Water Woman's Way. I'm so excited for you to be here today and for what we're tapping into. Today, I want to share a path with you that completely transformed my life and many others. But before we're diving all in, I would love for you to become fully present right now. Set up your space, prepare your favorite beverage, maybe grab some ceremony cacao, some herbal tea. I've got my Kangen water and be fully here with me. So, when you set up your space, I would love to share a path with you that allows me and many other women to live connected to our cycle, true to our soul. And maybe you also feel deep down inside that you were never meant for normal or what you were born into. You feel like there is something more out there. So, my goal for you today is to walk away with crystal clear clarity. Clarity not only around what's possible, but what's possible for you if you decide to give yourself permission. So in any moment today, I want for you to come back to your body and coming back towards your intuition where it's guiding you. Because the truth is that you already hold all the answers inside of you. You just have to remember and connect back to your body what it's telling you. And this is what we're starting with as well. I would love for you right now to place one hand on towards your heart space and one hand on towards your belly. And maybe if it feels comfortable, closing down your eyes and checking in with yourself, asking yourself this one question. Why am I here today? Why are you here today? What part inside of you is asking for more? What in your life feels misaligned? Where do you feel like you're craving more aliveness, more purpose, more passion? And how long have you been telling yourself, not yet? It's not my time yet. But what part inside of you knows that also this isn't it? That spending another year in this environment, this job, and the same conversations is more painful than tapping in towards change. Why are you here today? If you had your eyes closed, you can open them up again. And I would love for you to stay connected to this feeling, remembering why you came here today. And if you found your way here today, most likely you are craving something more. Maybe an old life or your current life that once felt right doesn't feel right anymore. Maybe you're craving more calmness in your nervous system, more safety, more stability. What inside of you is asking for more maybe natural living, community, simplicity? Maybe you already are into holistic health. Maybe you already have your own online business. Maybe it's the first time you're tapping into something like this. Maybe you're just looking for another on the side online income stream. So reminding yourself and coming back of why you're here today. So if you're someone like me, you're now asking yourself, how is this different from anything else I see online? And if we're very honest, there are so many opportunities right now. Like you can be so overwhelmed by everything you see. And it's so hard to find the right thing that feels truly aligned for you. And I've been there too. I think for around 2 years, I've been searching for doing something remote so I could travel, so I could live more aligned and more true to myself. But nothing really felt like this is something I really want to do that feels aligned with my values. So let's create some clarity. This right here is not a course on selling courses. This is not a web class on selling web classes. We're actually partnering with a real and physical product that every one of us who is invested into is using daily and loves it deeply. So it's real. Also, you're not starting from scratch. Mostly when you're starting your own business, either online or physically, you are starting from scratch. You're starting from zero, but not in this model. The business model, the system, the product, everything is already proven, everything is in place, and you're not doing the trial and error. You're not trying and failing like you had to, maybe when you were starting it 8 years ago. Now we teach you. We teach you everything you need to know. We have everything in place. And the only thing you are focusing is on you becoming more you and tapping in towards your experience with the product and sharing it from the most authentic space. So, we're also partnering something people genuinely want. I don't know if you've seen it also online. I've tried it too. When you people partnering with many different products and it feels random. It feels so random, and you're thinking, are people actually buying this? So, yes, we're not begging friends or family or cold pitching anything, but we're partnering and using a product that is actually creating transformation in people's health and people's lives. And this is why it works. And the reason, or the most thing that stands out, and the reason why, a part of the reason why I got started, is the ongoing support and the mentorship. You're supported 24/7. We have Telegram chats, WhatsApp groups, we have our own apps and community spaces where we are supporting each other. And I have to be really, really honest, I've never experienced sisterhood or support like this ever before. So also show me where else in which work online you find 6 or 7 figure earners teaching you their skills one-on-one, and it's all completely free. Like, we're tapping more into it this later, but this is a short overview of how this is different. And while this is an amazing opportunity, this is not for everyone. This is not for you if you are looking for a get-rich-quick solution, if you're looking for that shortcut without really taking action. This is not for you if you prefer to stay in a victim mindset or blaming others, blaming circumstances, your boss, instead of taking full responsibility of yourself, your life, and your actions. This is also not for you if you prefer to stay comfortable, if you like to stay in your comfort zone and playing small, and if you're not for growing and expanding yourself. Because every one of us who has chosen this path is in it for the long run, and you will not find any more personal development than choosing to start this one business, your online business, by showing up for yourself daily. It takes something. It really takes a vision and consistency in showing up for yourself. This is also not for you if you're not ready to take ownership of your life and put in the work that is required to actually create lasting change in your life too. So, as this is clear, we're moving on, and I would just love to shortly introduce myself and share a little bit about my background. So, hi, I'm Celine, and yeah, I already started working when I was 16. I started my hotel career after graduating high school at 18, and immediately got into towards the work society of working 12-hour shifts and learning that the more I work, the more money I make. Like, trading my time for money was so normalized. And back then, I have to admit, I really loved what I was doing. I was absolutely okay. Well, the salary was not the best, but I had a vision. I thought, yeah, I will have this amazing hotel career. I will climb the career ladder. I can travel. I can be in all those nice hotels. But the truth was, at one point, after putting out so much of my energy and my being and trying to say yes all the time, especially as women. I feel like we are forcing ourselves constantly into masculine systems that are not made for us. So anytime you feel like resting, saying yes and going to work and pushing yourself, after 4 years, I was slowly burning out and I lost all my purpose. I was working in all departments of this hotel. I was working in room service and restaurants, was working as a waitress. I was starting to go to the front desk. And then at one point, I switched to working 9 to 5 in sales and marketing at the same hotel. And this is where it really hit me because I was staring at a screen all day long, sitting for 9 hours a day. Everything hurted in my body, and I felt like I'm completely missing out on life. I felt like, what am I actually doing here? Like, even having no more physical, real contact to the people, just being on the phone, on the screen, felt like I have no purpose. And during this time, I went through burnout, eating disorders, social anxiety, depression, and many other mental health issues. And I still remember that I was driving to work, having 3 panic attacks, and I was really dealing with a lack of alignment. I felt deeply misaligned, missing out on life, and just didn't know where to start or where to change. Long story short, from Germany, I moved to Vienna to create some change in my life. And I started doing my yoga teacher training because of everything I've been through. Yoga, mindful practices, everything helped me to get some purpose back. I noticed that I really want to help people. I just didn't really knew how and where to start. So I did my yoga teacher training. I dived deep into energy healing, into Reiki. And after this, I became so sensitive towards my surroundings and everything I was doing. I don't know if you're familiar with energy work, but once you're tapping into this, you're getting very sensitive towards everything you do and everything that is not aligned with you and your soul's purpose, why you're here on this earth. So everything inside of me was screaming to change something. I had every morning, I was crying in tears, and I knew my soul didn't come to this earth to work every single day in something I don't even like. And at that point, I decided I'm going to quit my job. I will figure it out. I will just become a yoga teacher and go all in into this dream. So after quitting my job, I became that broke yoga teacher. I traveled through Guatemala and Mexico, and I came back to Vienna, to Austria. And then I dropped deep into my savings. I spent all my money because I was constantly searching for clients. I started health coaching, mindset coaching, what was giving me some type of purpose. It felt good to do something that feels aligned with you. But also, it was kind of my soul work. And I never wanted to be depending on my soul work, but doing it because I love it, not because I have to. And maybe you also know this feeling of you don't want to always think about, I have to struggle how I pay rent, or you just don't want to be depending on something you love doing. So I was looking for a way out. I was looking for safety, for stability, for feeling calm in my nervous system. And especially as women, feeling safe and financially abundant is such a foundation. It's a foundation of our health and how our whole being is working. So I was opening myself up to all possibilities, to all opportunities. I was desperately searching for online work I could do remotely while still doing my yoga teachings, offering some coachings, but not being depending on it. So I just trusted. And one day I came around this one account on Instagram or seeing other women already living the life I was dreaming of. And I knew if this is possible for them, it must be possible for me too. And then this one woman reached out who was working with water and the Kangen machine. Maybe you are already familiar. If not, I will share more about it later. But I already knew the water, I knew the product. I just didn't knew that there was a business side to it. So she jumped to my DMs and we chatted. We hopped on a call and she told me everything. And then I watched also Webclass just like this, which completely transformed my life because it just felt like a big body. Yes, it was exactly what I was looking for and it ticked all my boxes. So, what has changed for me since then, since deciding to say yes, since choosing to give myself permission to feel worthy of this life I was desiring? It's hard to start with something, but the biggest change has been my abundance mindset. I really stepped from a lack mindset of constantly feeling like I don't have enough into abundance of knowing there is so much, and that just I'm able to call my work by helping other humans, like doing work that feels deeply aligned with my soul. I was getting my time back. Like now, around 7 months ago, I moved to an island, one of my favorite islands in the world, and I spend my days swimming in the ocean, playing mermaid, going surfing, laying in the sun, resting when I have my cycle, and getting my time back. I'm spending around 2 to 3 hours a day on my phone, and the rest of the day I'm offline. I'm living fully. And some of the biggest impacts I've seen also has been the sisterhood and the community. Never before I have felt such support like this. And I felt like I was arriving, like finding a place where I was exactly accepted as I am. I don't have to change myself, but just fully embrace who I am. So, yeah, we just took also a business trip to Hawaii in February this year, which is insane to me. Like, if you would have told me 10 months ago that I would go on a business trip to Hawaii with all these women and we're just supporting each other in our same vision, it's crazy to me. Like, I still haven't processed what has happened. Also where I'm going now from here. Currently my partner and I, we're looking to buy some land and to have our own family, grow some own food and homeschool our future children one day. It's really allowing you to fully tap into what's a vision, allowing yourself to dream again. And this is where I want to continue. So, right now, if it feels comfortable, allow yourself to close down your eyes, maybe take a sip of your cacao, tea, water, whatever, and allow yourself to arrive back in your body, maybe taking a full breath in through your nose, opening your mouth, exhaling, dropping your shoulders, and letting some weight go. Letting go of whatever happened before, of whatever will happen after, fully arriving in your body. I would love for you to walk with you through a short visualization. A visualization on a vision which is possible for you, which already exists. So, wherever you are in your life, I would love for you to picture yourself 1 year from today. 1 year from today, you're waking up without an alarm after a good and restful sleep. Maybe waking up with the first sun rays, with the sunrise. And you're living where you truly want to live. Picture your surroundings, where you are, who is with you. Allow yourself to take it all in. Maybe you're hearing tropical jungle sounds, the sounds of the ocean. You're living where you truly want to live, and you're spending a slow morning preparing some tea, some water, a nourishing breakfast, not having to worry about rushing to work. You feel deeply calm and at ease. How are you spending your day if you had all the opportunities? If you allowed yourself to dream without limitation? Maybe you're tapping into creation, expression. You're spending time with your loved ones because you have all the time to nourish yourself, your body, to be present with all the people you love. You're no longer missing out on time. Imagine your best friend coming to you, asking you, "Hey, are you coming with us on this trip?" And it's your dream destination. It's a place where you always want to go to. And you say yes. Not no, because you don't have the time, you have to work. No, because you don't have the money right now. It's a yes, because you don't have to think about your finances. You don't think about your time because you're free. So you're planning this trip with your friend, with your loved one that you're about to take. Then maybe you're swimming in the ocean, being in nature. And while you do all that, you're offline. When you come home, you check your phone and you just see 10,000 euros landing in your bank account from your online business. How does it feel to feel this abundance of receiving 10,000 euros while you are living your life? Because you create an impact in other people's lives. And when you go to bed, you feel peaceful, you feel calm, you feel safe and stable. You're surrounded by women and people who inspire you. And you know that there are no limitations, that everything is possible for you. Taking another full breath in and a long exhale out. And coming back to this moment. Coming back to your body right now. This vision is available for you. This version of yourself already exists, and she's just waiting for you to tap into her. This vision is what kept me going. This vision is what made me decide on investing into myself and my future. That vision made me decide and choose myself, and that I'm worthy of making it happen, that you're deserving because you are. So now you might be thinking, or already for a long time, you have these beliefs of what might be holding you back. Maybe you feel like you don't have enough time to live this life. Maybe you feel like you don't have the money right now. Or maybe you feel like you're so worried about what other people might think about you. But maybe you think that you don't yet fully believe in yourself to make it happen. And just noticing what of these beliefs resonate with you most. And let me tell you, you're not the only one. We've all been there too. At least 2 out of these 4, every one of us had the same beliefs of what is holding us back. And for each one is a big solution. So let me share with you just shortly of how this water work is changing lives. So here you see what business can actually look like. These are some of the beautiful women in our community and online ripple effect. I also added some of her names. You can look them up on Instagram and get inspired by them too, looking how they do the business, how the business has changed their life. just sharing two testimonials from, for example, Barry Lee here. And she really talks about also how this business and how receiving this type of online income has not only changed her health, but also allowed her to be fully stable and feeling safe in her pregnancy, like homeschooling her children and feeling expansive because she can be there for her child and honoring her body, giving herself good food, not having to ask for permission to take a day off, but investing into their future and saying yes to all experiences. And like we went through in our visualization, it is really possible. And this is why we all, or most of us, have chosen this work, is because you get your time back. For example, how Bonnie is sharing that when she was hanging out with her boys, she has 3 little beautiful children. She was receiving 3K in commissions in her bank account while spending time with her kids. So just imagine you are living your life and you don't have to no longer trade your time for your money. So let me share with you the 3 secrets on how to creating an online income without actually being online all day. And the first one is high ticket sales. If you've never heard about high ticket sales, I like to compare it with low ticket. And this is something you maybe seen people doing online when people share products, like, for example, essentials. There are so many different products that people are using. And I've tried it in the past too. Like, it's also low affiliate marketing. It's also called, where you're like using everyday products, also like supplements used a lot, green powders, supplements, all like this. And mostly these type of products go away for a very, very little commission. So you're earning around 10% or 15% maximum per each sale. So you have to just think about how many products you have to sell in order to actually get a higher commission. So it takes a lot of energy and takes a lot of effort. And maybe you have to partner with many different affiliate products. Or I tried it. For me, it wasn't working because I was constantly feeling like no one is actually buying it. Or if, then the number was super, super low. And it's really, for some brands, it's also a risk of de-ranking, that once you rank up when you're selling more, but you can rank down again if you're no longer active or you're no longer selling the products. So this typically requires building also a large team to see real income. So the difference in between high ticket and low ticket is mainly also that in high ticket, you focus on high value products. So the investment is normally bigger. You focus on medical devices, cars, homes, and the commission is much higher. But also you don't have to make so many sales. Just imagine you're making one sale and earning around 2 to 3K per one sale. And so you can survive absolutely great, or have your additional income stream with 2 or 3 sales, or even just one per month. And you can use organic or ads with whatever feels more aligned with you. Personally, I only use organic marketing. Also, a big objection is that many people think you need to have a big following. When I started, I think I had around 600 followers, and I was definitely not into ads or talking face to camera, but this is something you also learn. So I'm only using organic marketing. It's not about your follower count. It's about sharing your experience, and the right people will find you. There are no monthly sales goals. You're moving at your own speed, at your own time. There is no pressure, no de-ranking. Once you're ranking up to one rank, you will stay there for your lifetime. You will never in your life go down again. And you can also transfer this towards your future children, your future generation. So let me share with you what we're actually doing, the brand and the product we're partnering with. and why water women choose Enagic. Enagic is the holistic health and wellness brand we're all partnering with. And every one of us started to invest in one or more holistic healthcare products. Like you see here on the right side, so this is our K8. It's a water ionizer, and it's a medical grade at home machine that is used in hospitals in Japan. So we're all using and investing into life-changing health products. So it's literally about transforming people's health, and it's not just random products. We're now living in a world where we're surrounded by toxins. And especially if you're someone like me who is really about creating a non-toxic home, you don't want to be constantly supposed by EMF radiation. You are aware of the fluoride, the toxics, the chemicals in the tap water. People are constantly buying plastic bottled water, and you're just finding a solution. For me, the first reason why I actually invested into this machine was because I could no longer drink the water I was surrounded by. Tap water was no solution for me. Plastic bottled water, absolutely not. So I was looking for a solution for my own health. And this is how I came around this Kangen machine. So we are partnering with products like the ionized water ionizer, shower filters. People with eczema, with skincare problems, really need to change their water. EMF protection. These are all products we are partnering with and we're using in our own everyday life. And all of these products are lasting you more than 30 plus years. It replaces buying water. You never in your life have to buy water again. Like on the long run, it is saving you actually so much money. I'm replacing all my household care products. I'm not using any shampoo. I'm not using any soap. I'm not using any laundry detergent. So I'm using this machine for everything. If you're anything in about, so also a big thing that most people think, okay, maybe I'm not in the right time, maybe it's already overdue, that the most people know about it already. Absolutely not. Right now, only 3% of the whole world population know about this water. And it is predicted to be the next mega trend. The wellness awareness is just growing. So if you're watching this right now, you're just right in time. It is just getting started, and the ionizer market growth is predicted to hit 5.7 billion US dollars by 2032. So you're all perfect in time. And last year in 2025, just alone our community, Online Ripple Effect, generated 20.1 million US dollars in Enagic sales. Money that is paid out to nature lovers, slow travelers, stay-at-home moms, surfers, wellness seekers, like normal people like you and me, who are earning abundantly through sharing their own experience with this water. And this is kind of what it's really about, how we work with Enagic. So the secret number 2 is building systems that work for you. So you don't have to be online all day, posting all day, constantly thinking about creating content or following up on people. And this is where what I addressed before as well is that you choose what feels most aligned for you. Some people choose organic marketing like I think 90% of our community does. And there are many other people who use paid marketing like ads. It comes down what you prioritize, if you would like to more invest your time or invest your money. If you're in the position where you have some abundance of some money, you would like to invest your money into seeing a faster progress, maybe because organic marketing can take a little longer as well. It can, it does not have to. Maybe it goes super fast for you. This is also important that everyone's journey is different. Just because someone else did it like this doesn't mean it has to be the same for you. So you're attracting the right people that are right for you. And maybe you already have like 3 people in your environment that are into holistic health as well, that would love to upgrade the water. Maybe you want to start this with your best friends together and support each other. So it comes down to what you prefer. Secret number 3 is the proven training and accountability. And after spending the mastermind retreat in Maui in Hawaii this February, seeing all the 6 and 7-figure earners, everyone said the same thing. And seeing successful people, analyzing their success, and what it comes down to the most is accountability. No one has really done it all alone by themselves, and you also don't have to. So let me share with you something that I personally designed for everyone who chooses to get started with me in their Enagic business. Complementary with your investment, whatever it is, you can get started with one product or multiple products. There are some packages that get you further, faster, whatever your goal is. But complementary with anything you want to get started with, you receive a free one-on-one mentorship with me, coaching you personally for the first 3 months. So for the first 3 months, you're receiving direct access to me. We're working on your mindset, content creation, and building your brand. So you don't have to do anything alone. You also get access to the Vortex Village. So there are 2 kind of different communities. We have a bigger one, which is the online ripple effect. You get access to this big one immediately with the app. There's no costs included. And then the second, it's a smaller community. It's more intimate. And we also do weekly calls and trainings. If you want, you don't have to show up if you don't want to. It's called the Vortex Village. And there we go into deep, intimate team calls. We have a lot of resources, a lot of recordings, so ebooks, podcasts, everything you can tap into. You don't have to know anything about the water. If you feel like this is a big body yes, and the education part is holding you back, or you feel like you don't know enough yet, we've got you. You don't have to know anything, but tapping into what's your vision and to your intuition if it feels right. Also, we are offering a few times per year. Currently, we're about 2 to 3 times per year. We are offering the Chalice. The Chalice is a deep dive 8-week mentorship program. And there you will also have weekly calls with people who start the same timeline like you, and you're getting coaching at the same time together. You have resources to tap into, and you're getting a personalized sales funnel and systems that support you in getting started your business. You're receiving WhatsApp chat, free Telegram chats. We have our boards app with a lot of learnings and resources. And firstly, to support you, we're doing the selling for you. We're helping you to create your masterclass, or you can share our masterclass. So we actually do the selling for you, and we are supporting you on getting your first sales done. And also on the calls, we're supporting you. We're making the first 5 calls for you if you don't feel you have the confidence yet. And yeah, opportunity to attend our yearly and weekly online retreats with Online Ripple Effect. But besides this, also me and Danny in the Vortex Village, we're also right now planning some retreats during the end of this year and 2027 to have some more intimate retreats just for our community. So expect some meditation, some breathwork, some yoga, a lot of nature, a lot of sales trainings, and just tapping into full sisterhood. And let's be real, you're not meant for normal. If you're watching this right now and you see already others online living your dream life, you just haven't decided yet that you're also worthy of living it. You are a water woman, you're a wellness woman, and you know that you're meant for more. If you're here right now, you know it. Remember why you came here today. Now, let me share with you some numbers and what's actually possible for you for the earning potential when you're getting started with Enagic. So, I would love to introduce to you the compensation plan of the Quad. The Quad is a package of 4 products. You see all the way up right here. And we see 2 Kangen machines, 1 Anespa, and the Ukon products. I haven't shared so much about the Ukon products yet. It's about high potent turmeric, which is all about reducing inflammation and creating true health in your body, in your whole system. The Anespa is the shower filter, and it is amazing for people with eczema or skin issues. I'm personally using the Anespa too, and my skin has never felt softer. And yeah, sad, not using any shampoo anymore. And then you have 2 Kangen machines. The reason and the power for a second Kangen machine is you can have 1 loaner machine. And this means you place 1 machine of the 2 into a client's home, a person who is interested, into a friend's home, maybe you know a yoga studio or a cafe who would love to try the water. And you're placing this machine there maybe for 3 or 4 weeks. And after 4 weeks, you're taking the machine back. So the person gets to try the water, noticing the benefits in their body, and then you're taking it away again. This person wants to have the water. The loaner machine always works. This is why I really, really recommend, if you feel in the abundance and you have this vision, start with the loaner machine or a Quad. So here you see the 6 ranks. These are the first 6 ranks you can tap into. 6A is the highest legacy rank first. After this, it goes even further, but I'm not going to overwhelm you with more numbers here. So where you're normally starting is 1A. 1A is where you would start with just getting 1 Kangen machine. And for the first 2 sales, you're at 1A, and with, you see the sales named, you're ranking up. So when you get started with the Quad, you're immediately with your investment getting started at 3A. And like I said before, once you reach a rank, you can never derank back. Once you're at 3A, you will never go back. So, and you're immediately skipping making 11 sales, and you're getting there with your first one. You're getting there with your 1 investment, and you start to earn around 2,000 euros in commission with your first sale. And you're almost getting your investment slowly back with around 5 sales. So yeah, just notice how these numbers feel in your body. If you could imagine yourself just landing 2,000 euros, maybe 4,000 per month in your bank while you're still in your life, and it's just allowing you to live more abundantly. So, as I said before, this is not for everyone, but this is for the woman who already feels a misalignment, who values her time, her freedom, and is ready to invest into her next level. And this is a hard truth. Maybe you do some manifesting, maybe you love some journaling, your vision boards. These things and these tools I love too are all beautiful, are all helpful, but you can't meditate or visualize your way out of a misaligned life. You have to take the action and you have to decide, because only through action, more action is created. Inaction creates more inaction. This calling you feel inside of you, this intuition whispering to you that there is more, and seeing other people living it, it won't go away. It will just get louder, and at one point it will turn into regret. And your future self is already tired of you waiting. She's tired. She asked you to decide. So I would love just for a moment to notice for you how you feel right now. Come back to this feeling of what you felt in the beginning of this call and notice of how you feel right now with all the informations. And your next steps right now are to circle back with the person who sent you this masterclass and book your call. She will tell you everything on, or I will tell you everything on how to get started, what ways there are to get started. Actually, as I told you, there are options to get started with one product, with multiple products. It depends on your vision and your goal. So book your connection call, and this person or I will individually design the right path for you, how you can get started. There are payment plans. You don't need to invest all at once. So we can tailor it all up to you wherever you are in your life. So notice what changed. Notice how you feel. And know that you are deserving and that this version of yourself exists and she's just waiting for you. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. And I'm excited to see you on our call.